Hey guys, it's Asocialist here. So, got a brand new channel. Down in a brand new city at a brand new job. Recording this on a brand new phone. Even got a brand new haircut, which it went terrible. So I'm gonna get a brand new haircut and get a redo because that guy didn't do what I asked him to. So, real quick, just want to get into it and give you a small intro to who I am and why it is that you should probably listen to me. Also, or why you maybe would want to listen to me, and also what the goal of this channel is going to be, moving forward. So real quick, I am actually a Marine Corps veteran, just got out about 2 years ago. I've been hopping around from like job to job ever since, mainly doing contracts internationally and nationally, mainly all over the South, and then some work up in the North. So did a lot of sales as well. Sales while I was in the Marine Corps. I'm currently back in sales now. My second tech company, the first tech company I worked at was Tesla up in the Boston region. And so I've been in a lot of different jobs as well. I think this is probably like my 11th or like 12th job since I was 16. Mind you, I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years, so that doesn't really leave a lot of wiggle room for everything else around it. But done that, worked fast food, sales on foot, door-to-door sales, Uber as well. I've delivered luggage, all kinds of things. So I've done a lot of different types of jobs, and so I feel like I definitely have a lot to bring to the table when it comes to discussions about asocialism. I don't know if that's a word. If it is, new word today, everything's new. So maybe I made that up. I don't know. But I feel like I have a lot to bring to the table when it comes to that area, specifically because I've worked in so many different places. I've lived so many different places. My life has been pretty crazy, plenty of ups and downs for sure. And so I feel like I really do I am somewhat of an authority. I'm not the end all be all of social interactions by any means. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist of any kind. I'm not an astronaut. I don't know what, that wouldn't really matter anyway though, right? And I'm not a magician. I would like to be. Again, that's unrelated, but I would really like to be a magician. That would be really cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would be awesome. Yeah, so anyway, real quick, just want to get into what the title says and what you probably came here for. The difference between, before we actually do that, before I tell you the difference, real quick, so it doesn't get mixed up, I'm not a socialist. Asocialist was just kind of like a play on words, something that I really, really liked. I toyed around with it for a bit. I used some other names I kind of threw out there as well. Did some polls with some friends, and everyone kind of was like mixed, and I ultimately was like, you know what, I like asocialist, so I'm going to go with it anyway. And I was like, well, maybe, based on what they say, maybe it'll give me some insight on what other people will think. And I thought about it too, and I'm like, that was the whole point of this channel. It's to overcome that social anxiety that comes from the expectations of society on you. And so asocialist, literally just a play on words. I'm not a socialist at all. I don't even really fully understand how it works because I hear so many different definitions of it, but not really important. Just asocial is just a cool, witty name that I thought was awesome. You might think it sucks. Go ahead and put it down in the comments if you think it sucks. I'm going to keep it. I just want to hear if you think it sucks. So, anyway, difference between antisocial and asocial. What I'm not going to do is give you the textbook definition of it. I'll go ahead and put that down in the description box, and I'm going to give you an example of both, based on what I feel it is, based on, the the definitions of it. One thing you'll learn too with this channel is I'm pretty raw with it, and I kind of suck at words. I'm not afraid to admit that I totally suck at words sometimes. I suck at 80% of the time. I suck at life. 20% of the time is when I'm really shining and everyone's really looking. That's the best time to really not suck at life, is when everybody's looking. So, that's, I don't mind admitting that. But so basically, examples work best for me. I feel like they work well for a lot of people too. But also, if you don't, if it doesn't really do any justice for you, I'll go ahead and I'm still going to put them down in the description box anyway, what the definition is. So first we'll do asocial. And so asocial basically is just someone who doesn't like to socialize. That's it. So basically what people think antisocial is what asocial actually is. Antisocial is like the person at the party who's literally trying to tear it down. You're literally, the party pooper, you're the party crasher. Well, no, because when you're crashing the party, you're coming to have a good time, technically. So that's wrong. Disregard that. I don't know why I said that. So basically, you're pretty much trying to ruin the party. Like, that's your whole, your goal is to ruin social outings or events. And again, this is based off of what I got from the definition, and what I've seen from the differences of it as well. And of course, obviously I looked into it before I went and put this video up, but that's basically what it is. And so I personally identify as a person who is asocial. I have an asocial personality, something I've actually been looking into for a few years now. I also happen to have ADHD, which I actually was diagnosed with around this time last year. So I've only known about that for like the last, not even full year of my, one full year of my adult life, and been learning about that as well. And two things that stem from that I definitely have is depression and anxiety. So I don't know if it's maybe the anxiety from the ADHD that's making me an asocial person, but I feel like I would just keep to myself anyway. Like I said, I'm not a scientist or a philosophizer or a I don't walk dogs. Again, irrelevant, doesn't make any sense. Just wanted to throw it in there and let you know I don't walk dogs. I don't own a dog, but I'm not opposed to you walking your dog. Hey, put it down in the comments if you walk your dog, or if you have a dog, or if you've ever seen a dog in your life. Just comment down there. Just put anything. Just put like Otterbox or something. I don't know. Put something down there. But anyway, so that's what I personally believe is like maybe that might have something to do with it. I don't really like to dwell on it too much because I can't change it. I am who I am. But that's something that I tend to fight with, and so that's the reason why I want to create this channel, is because personally growing up, social anxiety and just being like an asocial person has always made me feel like an outcast. I've never ever felt like I fit in. And for a long time, I was kind of like fighting it. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to fit in anymore. I want to be different. But I was fighting it because of the fact that people would make such a big deal. It was so hard to hang out with people because of the fact that you were, I am so strange. And I know there's people out there who feel that way as well. Like you're alienated because you're so different, because you don't want to do the same things that other people do. You tend to like you're like a homebody, or even if you're not even a homebody like me, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But no matter what, I like to do things on my own. And so being in sales, you're probably like, well, how can you be, asocial in sales? And you're like, you'd be surprised. I've gotten really good at it. The only reason why I'm able to socialize now the way that I do is because of sales and all the sales training that I've had. It's made me a lot more personable with the people that I'm interacting with around me. So it's just easier, to kind of exist in a world full of people who tend to socialize more. The majority of people in society, they want to socialize. There's not as many asocial people out there, but I know there's definitely a target audience that I have of all those people. I want to reach out to those people. I want to connect with those people. I want to meet you guys so that we can, come together, and I can give you examples of what I personally do in my life and what absolutely works for me, and just let you know there's plenty of other people out there just like you. And so when I first found out I had ADHD, I kind of struggled with it. I didn't even believe it was a thing, and I went to forums, YouTube channels, Reddit. Reddit's a big part. I actually use Reddit now. I'm in a few of those ADHD groups as well, and finding out there's a lot more people out there like you definitely helps. So that's something that I want to do. That's the goal of this channel, is to interact and engage and connect with those people and let them know you're not alone. There's other people out there like you. And again, this is just some of the stuff I do to cope with it. Some of it's good. Some of it's definitely toxic and not good. I'll tell you when I believe that it's definitely something toxic that you shouldn't do, but it's something that just works for me, because I don't care. I'm like, you know what, screw it at this point. I'm just gonna enjoy my life. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So yeah, so I'll definitely share with you all the different things that I do that I feel are good and bad, regardless, and you can do whatever you want with them. It's entirely up to you. So real quick, another reason why I want to do this video as well, or just this channel overall, is because it's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, because I feel like I have a lot of content that I could share with the world. I have a lot of just great ideas in general that I feel like the world could benefit from, and people like myself could benefit from, and even people who aren't like myself can benefit from, because of the fact that now you'll know how to interact with other people who may be asocial. They seem like, oh, they're just kind of standoffish and whatnot. Not saying that you should give them special treatment, or that we deserve special treatment. You don't got to let us cut in the line at Starbucks or anything like anything crazy like that. It's just how to have better interactions with certain people. And so that's how I personally feel. That's my outlook on life, is that you got to learn how to interact around a lot of different types of people. For instance, whether someone be mentally or physically challenged, you don't want to treat them differently. You want to treat them like them, but you want to treat them accordingly. You want to behave the way you're supposed to around them. You want to act the way you should around them, treat them the way that's going to make them the most happy. And I know right now with everything that's going on in the world, everyone's like, you know, you don't want to cater to all these people and snowflakes and whatnot. I'm not even going to go that deep. It's not that big a deal to me. That's not what I'm here for, but that's basically what my outlook is, you know, just to have better interactions overall is the goal. Whether you are asocial and you think you are or you're not, that's the goal. And then if you're antisocial, then obviously, you know, you're going to come here to rain on my parade anyway. So I'm going to let you do you. Go ahead. If you're antisocial, go ahead, put it down in the comments, put it down there, and let the world know that I suck. And I'm fine with that. That's okay. Or if you think that this is great, go ahead and put that down there in the comments too. So that's the goal. And one last thing I want to leave you guys with is that another main reason that I really wanted to do this video, and probably like the biggest reason right now, is the fact that I lost somebody, some money. Definitely lost some money, but I lost somebody that was really close to me, pretty much helped raise me, and obviously knew me from a baby all the way till now. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, I put it off for so long. This is just another person that's not going to be able to see me achieve my goals and my dreams and whatnot. And someone I'm not going to be able to make proud, you know. And so I know as a father, all I want to do is see my kids be happy and successful in life at whatever it is that they want to do. It doesn't have to be my definition of success. Whatever they feel success is, I want them to be good at it. I want them to be successful at that. I want them to attain that goal, you know. So I know that feeling would give me, you know, like that would be like one of the greatest feelings in the world. And so I'm like now I feel like I'm robbing people of that, you know, not to sound like narcissistic, like, hey man, you should be happy that I'm doing great. But I know that feeling feels great when, you know, you help somebody, or, you know, when you're raising someone and you just want to see them do great, you know, because it gives you a great feeling when you love someone like that, you know. So that's the soft part of this video. But that's what I realized is, you know, if not me, then when? If not now, wait, damn, look at that, suck at words again. If not now, then when? If not me, then who? So geez, I'm not gonna edit it either. Actually, I'm not even good at editing, so I'm probably not gonna be able to edit that out. I will learn. I will get better at editing. I will get better at recording. I'll find some better spots too. This just seemed like the best spot with what I'm working with right now with my hardware. So I don't know. It just seemed like a good setting. But I will get better at all these things. I will get better at words. I promise you that. Maybe. Who cares? I don't know. I'll try, but it's not. No promises. No promises. I apologize. No promises. Maybe I'll get better at words. Not a big deal. Hopefully you'll stay around and see if I get better or not. So if you did like the video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and share it to your friends so you guys can laugh at me anyway, and subscribe so you can see all of my future videos and continue to laugh at me. And go ahead and put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments if you thought this video sucked and you know, you're not going to subscribe. Put it down in the comments for sure, though, if this is something that definitely resonates with you and it's something that you want to see more of, though, and you feel like, hey, this is me. You know, this is definitely me. You're absolutely right. This is how I feel all the time, too. Like, I don't fit in. Like, I was always excluded. And I want to learn how to, you know, just different ways to get around that, you know, and not really worrying so much about and getting rid of the social anxiety. Because you're not getting rid of it because it never really goes away. But go ahead, like I said, like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see more of this. And of course, if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit the bell button as well so you can get notifications when I do post new videos. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys consistent content on a regular basis so you guys can go ahead and get used to seeing my face. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So, oh, something else weird too, completely random. My thumb does this. It doesn't go straight up, but anyway, no big deal. So that's all I have for now. Sorry, it's a bit of a long intro. I kind of rambled a bit. I'll get on that too. I'll definitely work on that. Maybe, kinda. We'll see. So until next time, it's great. See you guys again. Asocialist.